Hello class, today we're going to be talking about qualitative and quantitative data. Does anybody know what those two words are? Right, it's a way of collecting data. Do you know how or what kind of data they collect? Well, if you look here and you look at the root word of quantitative, the root word is quantity, which means numerical. So numbers. Can anybody give me an example that they think might be a quantitative data type? Right, so you have measurements. What's another one we can think of? There's exact amounts and things like your time, age, height, and even your weight. So basically, quantitative data focuses on statistics. It is more of a defined around the edges, which means it's more exact. This means it's acceptable for data analysis. Quantitative data can also be broken down into two subcategories, discrete data and continuous data. Discrete data means that it eventually comes to an end. And continuous, can anybody tell me what that is? Right, it continues on and it's never ending. So qualitative data, the root word is quality. Does anybody know what that might mean? What kind of data you might get out of there? So it's categorical. So what color are your eyes? Right, so eye color. And what's another one? Are you a girl or a boy? Right, so those are both quantitative data types. And there's race, which is also another one. So quantitative data focuses on categories, aspects. This type of data focuses on the question why. Why did this happen? Who did this? Why are your eyes brown? What chromosome made you a girl or a boy? Those kinds of things. So, what are ways you've been graded or assessed in previous classes? Does anybody know? Can you tell me any? I can think of several. Right, you've been graded by your grades. Uh, Jerry, you're saying that you've been graded in sports. I do agree with you. You have been assessed in sports on your ability, but that's not quite what I'm looking for. We're looking more on the academic side. So what are ways that your teachers have given you a grade? Right, a rubric. Or what else do we have? Anybody have any ideas? What about self-evaluation? Right. All of those are ways that you have been graded or assessed in your classes. So we're going to move forward. Now that you guys know what quantitative and qualitative data means, I want you to split into two groups. I want 5 of you on each side because there's 10 of us, right? So that splits it right down the middle, and we will come back as a whole class and discuss our findings of what you think. Remember, you only have 2 minutes. You guys mentioned that we did forget a couple up here in the student examples for how else we've been graded. Tommy, what else did you say? Portfolios. Right. And what was another one? At the end of the year, you get a report card, and on the report card, it has your GPA. Right. Okay, so now that you guys have discussed whether you think that each of these have been in a quantitative data analysis or a qualitative data analysis, we're going to discuss what we found. So Team A said that grades and GPA belong in quantitative data. Why do they belong in quantitative data? Right, because they're numbers, they're exact numbers. You got a 98 on your exam. So that's an exact amount. Or your GPA, you have a 4.0 in school. Versus qualitative data, you worked really hard all year and you made all these great projects and you got a portfolio out of it, which is how your teachers, such as me, can assess how well you did. And self-evaluations, you are self-evaluating how you think you're doing. Or even your teachers, when they grade your papers, they use rubrics, which can also help. So Next things next, we're going to work on an activity, and I'm going to split you guys into groups of, well, you're going to stay in your same groups, and we're going to go into an activity. But for now, that is all we have, and you guys can take a break, and we'll be back. Thanks.